Hello, and welcome to Pharmacy Financial Model Template. This tool returns the feasibility of your pharmacy once the necessary assumptions are given. The template is constructed of three parts. These are model inputs, report outputs, and the dashboard. So, let's start with the dashboard. Start with the model configuration. Choose your projection period that you would like to do your analysis from the drop-down menu. Once you choose your projection period, the years and trends will be set automatically. Determine your sales trends for each year. If you don't have any sales trend presumptions, you can delete these and the template will set the sales as 100%. Determine your start date. Type down your currency. Type in your income tax rate and discounting rate. The discount rate will be used to find the present value of future cash inflows. If you're not sure what to input, you may type down your bank saving deposit rate. Lastly, you may hide the instructions once you get familiar with the template. The only thing that you have to do is choose Hide from the drop-down menu. Later, on the medication categories, enter your category name, profit percentage, credit period, inventory days, and expiration and allowance. For example, on the sales channel, enter your channel name, reimbursement level, credit period, and revenue share. Once you get familiar with the template, you may click on the Clear Data button to erase all the dummy data in the template. So, let's start with the sales and inventory. The product names you entered on the dashboard can be chosen in this section. Enter your average daily revenue. Your product demand may get affected by seasons. For example, let's say you expect to diminish in demand in summer by 20%, so you have to input 80% to the summer months. If you have no estimation, you may leave it blank. You may get additional rows in this template by clicking on the plus sign. Please remember to input only white cells. The non-white cells, such as these, are formulated and should not be intervened. Sales revenue forecast table shows your monthly product revenues depending on the period and rate. Once adjusted, the numbers change accordingly. On the cost of sales forecast, you may see the sum of cost of goods sold each month. It is the same logic with the period rate and frequency. Inventory forecast shows the sum of the stored products for each month. Purchase forecast calculates the value of the products you purchased during that month. Payments to suppliers forecast calculates the price you have to pay to your suppliers depending on the days of credit you determine on the dashboard. Revenue collection shows the collected revenue of each month depending on the days of credit. On the fixed costs, list your staff by title or name, their salary, and number of employees for each month. On this table, list your other fixed monthly expenses per month. You may dynamically set the salary evolution from these cells. All you have to do is choose the frequency and determine the rate. While this table shows the salary cost of each title, the table under it shows the total salaries to be paid in that month. On the startup costs, list down the expenditures which are made before opening your saloon and input their equivalent cost. The account section is optional to edit and to analyze the costs for each group in the outputs. On the miscellaneous section, input your equity and loans if you have any. Equity contribution is the money you contribute to the business. Equity repayment is the initial investment that you withdraw from the business. Debt issuance is the money you borrow from banks or other lenders. Debt repayment is the money you repay to the lenders. Interest paid is the repayment of the interest of the borrowed money to the lender. In the fixed asset subsection, enter amounts of money you're going to reinvest in your business during the course of operation, except the initial spendings that you enter in the startup cost section. In this section, you can enter as well expected amounts of depreciation and amortization. Once you complete inputting, you will be able to display the profit and cash flow table below. The data source is the sheet that contains all your given matched inputs. This sheet is used while constructing the reports in the model outputs. We do not recommend you to edit this sheet. Now, we may look into the model outputs. Let's start with the monthly financial statements. Once you complete inputting your data, press the Update Reports button to refresh the pivot table. This section shows the monthly income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement of your pharmacy. On the yearly financial statements, you may see the yearly income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement of your pharmacy. Profit section shows you the process between your sales revenue to your earnings before interest and taxes and adds depreciation and amortization to find the EBITDA. Revenue details report shows the monthly revenue of each product under each channel. On the NPV and IRR calculation, you will see the graph of cumulative net discounted cash flow for each quarter. You may also see the net present value and internal rate of return of the pharmacy below. Break-even analysis shows the cumulative profit from the very beginning to the end of your projection period with data and shows the profit below. The real purpose of this report is to figure out when could the cumulative profit and all the costs equalize each other. Gross profit breakdown will show you the revenue and cost of goods sold of each product under every channel. Gross profits report will illustrate your gross profit breakdown report and indicate the gross profit percentage for each product. You may set the time frames from the filters to see the results of a specific time range. Accounts payable report will indicate the purchaser and payment values for each product type in particular month. Inventory at cost will be showing you the total cost of each product type for each month. Account receivable report will indicate the money to be collected later for each channel type in particular month. Thanks for watching and don't forget to check our other templates at www.someka.net.